Welcome back, everybody. Big Easy Blitz, episode 91. This isn't your typical episode. We're doing most controversial athletes draft on the court or on the field. We're not going to deal with anything off the playing surface because we're just not going to deal with that. But strictly controversial athletes on the field, on the court, whatever. This is going to be really fun. I've been wanting to do something like this for a while. And so, we're going to pick one and then give you a little brief backstory. And comment what you think or who you think is the most controversial athlete ever on the court.
Give us your list.
Yeah, give us your list.
Or a couple people. See if you agree who you agree with more. I don't know his list. He doesn't know mine. So
no,
I'm excited for this
one. We have our 10, and then we have 5 people in case me or Brock drafts somebody from our list.
Yeah, we are walking on thin ice with this video. So
yeah, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun.
You want to go first?
Well, shout out Mercado, 3750 Williams Boulevard, 70065. Tell a friend. All right, let's go.
Tell them the boys a Big Easy Blitz sent you.
Yep. All right.
You want to go first?
Yeah, I'll go first. So for my first overall pick, I'm taking the infamous white boy, Christian Laettner, the face of the Duke program. He literally has an ESPN documentary named after him. I hate Christian Laettner. So that's why I'm taking Christian Laettner, number one. He's infamous for stomping on that Kentucky player's chest during a game. He played dirty sometimes. People didn't like it. Give me Christian Laettner. 101. First round pick. First overall pick.
1-1. You going 1-1? Yeah. Good pick. My 1-1 in the basketball world as well. I'm gonna go with Gilbert Arenas. Everybody, you've heard
Agent
the story.
Zero.
Agent Zero. He pulled a pew on his coach in the locker room. And he was always kind of controversial his playing days. Even now in his podcasting world, he says some things.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
But yeah, I'm gonna take Gilbert Arenas for my 1-1.
Okay. For my second round pick, sorry, I'm gonna take Barry Bonds. Okay. Obviously, I mean, look, he's the best hitter of all time. But he did use steroids, and he's not in the Hall of Fame right now because of that. So yeah, a lot of people have different viewpoints on Barry Bonds, if he should be in the Hall of Fame, if he shouldn't. So yeah, I mean,
which one are you on? I'm on the side he should be.
I think he should be because he was still very good. He was still phenomenal, Hall of Fame worthy without the steroids.
And my whole thing is he was using steroids, yes, but everybody at that time. So like if everybody's using it, nobody's really using it.
Exactly. And it cancels out.
We were doing our research. You literally could pick. This could be a whole list of just baseball players with steroids. Yeah. And I have a couple.
It's crazy.
I have a couple on mine. I'm sure you have some more on yours. I don't know. But I'll go my second round pick. I'm gonna stay in the basketball world. I'm gonna go Kevin Durant. The snake, as some people call him.
Okay, I like it.
When he was with the Thunder back in the day when they were coming up, and they were looking at a bright future.
So bright.
And they gave up a 3-1 lead to the Warriors in the 73-9 year, and he ultimately joined the Warriors the next year and created the first of the super teams. And he was very frowned upon for that. Then he left the Warriors for the Nets, right? Yeah, the Nets to form another what would have been super team, but it did not go well.
It didn't work out.
Then the Suns. Now he's with the Rockets. So he's been bouncing around a lot recently. But it all started back in 2017 when he joined the Warriors.
Kevin is a snake.
Yeah. Shout out Lost and Unbound.
Shout out LNU, baby. My number 3, third round pick, I have Ron Artest, Metta World Peace, infamous for the Malice at the Palace. I think that's enough said there. If you don't know what the Malice at the Palace is, go look it up.
Real basketball.
Basically started fighting a fan in the stands. He charged after him. Something that we probably won't ever see again. So that's why I have Ron Artest at my number 3.
Could you imagine him in this day and age with the rage bait?
Oh, my God, yeah.
He might have killed somebody at that point. Sorry, my mic's getting a little crazy. My third round pick, I'm going to move on to something not big 3 of sports. I'm going to go with, I don't think he's fighting. Well, at the time we're recording this, UFC 324 is coming out. I'm going to go Conor McGregor.
Okay, 100%.
Enough said. I mean, every single one of his fights, he likes to start some stuff.
Definitely.
Poirier and him, probably the most famous UFC beef.
And Khabib. Him and Khabib.
Well, that too, yeah. But just, if you remember when they fought, I forget what time it was, when Conor McGregor broke his leg against Poirier and still was talking trash to him about his wife.
Unbelievable.
And all this.
I mean,
and just all the stuff that he does for every single fight. And I can't wait for him to be on the White House card.
When you think of controversial, you think of Conor McGregor.
He'll be back for the White House card too. So just be on the lookout. So that's my third round pick, Conor McGregor.
All right, yeah. So if we're going with the fight game, I'll stay in the fight game. I'll take John Jones. 12-6 elbow. He got his only loss, and then obviously with the steroids, and then the outside of the octagon stuff. But John Jones, 100% extremely controversial. Um, People feel some strong ways about John Jones
Yeah,
in the MMA community. I'll just put that out there. So yeah, give me John Jones as my fourth round pick.
he was not on my list so far. We haven't picked anybody on. Well, you haven't picked anybody on mine. I don't
Yeah,
know if I picked any on
no,
yours.
you haven't. You haven't.
All right. Moving on back to baseball, my fourth round pick. I have it's kind of a dual thing. It's the Mark McGuire and Sammy Sosa home run battle.
Yeah,
Um, just because they
steroid.
were both on steroids, like we said. Um, we tried to pick the most famous of the steroid users because you could literally pick.
Ooh, so many
There's
people.
so many, but this was significant because they were both trying to get the home run record, and I think I don't know what the final number was. They were both in like the 60s or something.
Yeah,
And it was every night people would turn it on the TV to see who would break it, and ultimately Sammy Sosa won, right? If I'm not mistaken.
I don't know.
Uh, that's bad that we don't know that. I'm kind of
For some reason, I thought it was McGuire. I don't know.
either way. It was controversy, and I'm a Cubs fan, so I really hope Sammy Sosa
Mhm.
won. But yeah, that's my number four.
Okay, yeah, I'll stay. I'll stay on the baseball diamond. I'm gonna go with Pete Rose.
Okay,
You have to go with Pete Rose
I
when
had
it comes
him.
to controversy. I'm sorry about that. I took Pete Rose from you.
Okay.
He bet on the games. Pete Rose bet on the games, but at least he bet on himself. It's not like you're having these point shaving
Jonte
things.
Porter.
Huh?
Jonte Porter.
Jonte Porter. It's not like you're having these um, things that are coming out. Brock just made a TikTok on it. Like you're shaving points. You're trying to lose, ruining the integrity of the game. If anything, Charlie Hustle, Pete Rose was betting on himself, making him play harder. But 100% objectively controversial. He's in the Hall of Fame now. So
He is
uh, after he unfortunately passed away. But shout out Pete Rose. He deserves to be in the Hall of Fame. But definitely controversial.
And Mark McGuire did win that
Okay.
that home run
Yeah.
battle. I'm so sorry to all ball knowers out there that we got that wrong. My dad might kill me for that one. My number five. This one's you say when you think controversy, you think of Conor McGregor. I think about this guy immediately. He should have been my number one, Antonio Brown. With all the stuff when he left the Steelers to go to the Raiders and he didn't have the right helmet and then he stuff with his feet or something like frostbite or something like that. And then obviously the infamous running off the field with the Buccaneers. Um, and now what would have been I still think he's a Hall of Famer, but one of the best receivers of all time. Kind of sad to see.
One of the best receivers of our generation,
Yeah.
really.
Kind of sad to see how it ended and how he's doing now. There's an interview out there where he doesn't remember anything from his NFL career. I would hope that's not true. I would hope that he was just feel bad. You feel bad
Yeah,
for the guy.
definitely.
But that's my number five.
All right. So my number 6, I'm gonna go with Shoeless Joe Jackson. Blast from the Past. Shout out Field of Dreams. Great movie. But yeah, Shoeless Joe got accused of being involved in another betting scandal. Obviously, we don't know what happened, but things are leaning towards Shoeless Joe being innocent, like him not really playing a part in it. But 100% controversial. I mean, they basically made a movie about him and the whole situation. So yeah, give me Shoeless Joe at the number 6.
Another baseball. Um,
I can't wait for baseball season to come around, man.
yeah, I agree. Um, so my next two are going to be hometown hitters.
Okay.
With the both Saints players. My first one, number 6, is Brandon Browner. If you remember, he openly came out and pretty much said he came here for a paycheck
Okay.
and would not play. Pretty much.
He was terrible too.
He was bad, and he literally came here for a paycheck. So that's my number 6. I guarantee you, if you polled 100 Saints fans, they would all say they do not like Brandon Browner.
Absolutely not.
So yeah, there's my number 6.
Okay. My number 7, I have Latrell Sprewell, who infamously tried to choke out his coach on the court. uh, yeah, give me Latrell. I've never heard of anything like that ever.
Yeah.
Other than Gilbert Arenas doing something a little worse than that.
Yeah.
But yeah, give me Latrell Sprewell.
Yeah. Okay. Remember I said we're on some thin ice in this video. My number 7, another Saints player. Kind of sad to see, kind of not a similar situation to Antonio Brown, but the way it ended. you know exactly where I'm going with this one. Michael Thomas. What literally was on pace to be one of the best receivers of all time, just completely threw it out the window with injuries, and then just never wanted to come back. It was a whole thing. He's still a free agent, so I guess somebody could pick him up. But I think the writing's kind of on the wall that you've seen him out of the league for what, two years
We
now.
probably see the last of him.
Yeah, and nobody's even taking a flyer on him. So yeah, Michael Thomas, one of my favorite players growing up, and it was really sad to see the way that his career ended.
Yep. All right. So that was your number 7.
Yeah,
My number 8, LeVar Ball. You can't even tell me he's not an athlete. The man is an athlete.
he did play.
The man's an athlete. He has never lost a game of 1v1 basketball. Never forget LeVar's Linsanity run of media. Absolutely electric. That was peak life. Give me LeVar at my number 8.
We talking about a marketing genius, by the way.
Marketing
I mean,
genius.
was on First Take. First Take talking about his sons. Like, shout out LeVar Ball. I mean, I know I haven't really heard much from him. I know he's battled some like amputees with his foot or something.
Yeah, I think he got his foot amputated, but I think still.
But still, yeah, well said. Linsanity run on in the media. That was 8, right? Okay, my number 8. It was Pete Rose, but you already said Pete Rose.
Sorry.
So I'll move on. Dennis Rodman was my other one.
Okay, I had Dennis Rodman right here too.
I mean, if you don't know the Dennis Rodman story, go ahead and look it up. He was a strange human.
I mean, he's friends with Kim Jong Un.
He is. Yes, he is. Might have some substances in him during his playing career. One could probably concur. But just the crazy hairstyles, the way he played. Didn't he marry himself? Was that a thing?
I don't know. Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. Dennis Rodman would be my number 8. That's a weird man.
Yep. Okay, number 9. There's some guys on here that I want to go with, but number 9, I will go with Grayson Allen. Kind of very similar to Christian Laettner. I'd say Grayson Allen was honestly more dirty than Christian Laettner was. But they both have the same concept. Grayson Allen's doing pretty well in the NBA right now, so good for him. But back in his playing days at Duke, he was very dirty.
Oh yeah,
controversial.
Like it's kind of weird. Like Laettner and Allen, like you said, like Allen was probably more dirty in a time where like play was a lot softer.
Yeah, but
Laettner
Duke just had a big target on their back then.
Yeah,
they still do, but it was.
But it's like Laettner, he was dirty in a time where everybody was like playing tough, and Allen doesn't get as much flack, and he was in a time, and what like it was. I don't want to say soft, but
yeah,
it was. But yeah, my number 9, dude, I got 5 left, and I really want to use all of them, but
just rattle them off at the end.
I got Jose Altuve. I mean, there's not really much to say. Yeah, Connor's a Yankees fan, if you couldn't tell, based off that reaction. Not a very liked human being in the baseball world for a little bit. I feel like people have kind of not forgotten about it, but backed off a little bit. But yeah, for that story, if you remember the Astros cheating scandal, and while there are reports that he didn't partake in the cheating, let's be honest here, I'm willing to assume everybody partook in it. But it is kind of crazy how like he's the only one that didn't do it, but he gets the most hate for it. I'd say Carlos Correa probably gets the most hate for it, but
yeah,
I chose Altuve because that's kind of when everybody thinks of the Astros cheating scandal, I think of him.
Definitely
with the infamous So yeah, Jose Altuve is number 9.
Yeah, for my last one, and I'm gonna rattle off some like honorable mentions. I might go with Trevor Bauer.
Yeah,
I mean he completely like his scandal on the field. He had some off the field too, but on the field he changed like everything with baseball. He's the reason why they check for illegal substances on the hand. He changed all that with his spider tack, sunscreen and rosin, everything like that. Trevor Bauer changed the game of baseball. He really did, and a lot of people were pissed off at him and thought he was basically cheating. So
shout out Brad. I know Brad is somewhere watching this, having some words about Trevor Bauer.
Yep.
So yeah, my last one, and then I'm gonna rattle off my 4. Is another hometown guy, Anthony Davis.
Okay.
Just the way that ended in New Orleans, with the injuries, and then he was always getting injured, and then the last game he wore "That's All Folks" shirt, and it was unplanned. His dresser or whatever, his manager took his clothes out for him or something like that.
All right, bro.
Just just come out and say you did it. Like, come on, bro. And I mean, it hasn't changed. He still gets injured every other
And then
night.
he gets traded to Dallas. He gets hurt every single game.
Yep.
Yeah.
He goes to the Lakers to team up with LeBron, and obviously LeBron traded him. So yeah, Anthony Davis, one of my least favorite New Orleans athletes of all time.
Yeah.
Which was crazy because he was my favorite New Orleans athlete of all time.
Very disappointing. Yeah.
And then the way that ended was just bad.
Yeah.
So yeah, and then you want to rattle off your other?
Yeah, I'm a rattle off these last couple. So I have Josh Gordon, obviously very controversial with the marijuana charges. He was going to be a very good NFL player. Richard Sherman, I mean, one of the best trash talkers ever. Jamarcus Russell, shout out LSU guy, but terrible professional. And then my last one is Ndamukong Suh. Oh, and then I also have Vontaze Burfict on there too.
Yeah,
Vontaze Burfict.
Many people say he's the reason Antonio Brown's career ended.
Oh yeah,
Vontaze Burfict.
I'd say so.
So yeah, okay. I had 4, but you just said Ndamukong Suh, so I have 3 left. Colin Kaepernick. I know you're a big Colin Kaepernick guy, so I know that was going to hit home. DeMarcus Cousins, just for all the technical fouls that he was dealing with in the beginning of his career. I don't even know if he's in basketball anymore.
Got to put Draymond Green up there too.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I can think of him. Then I'll add him, Draymond Green. And then my last one is Alex Rodriguez, another baseball guy.
100%. Yeah.
Steroids.
Jeez, can't believe we forgot about him.
Yankee guy. You would know. But yeah, that's the ones I got.
That was a lot of fun.
I like that. We're gonna have these games a lot more. These drafts. We have a whole thing lined up. Might incorporate it in some pods. Maybe do a like this.
Maybe like a truncated version. Yeah. We'll see.
Maybe we have some ideas for the future.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun though. That was a lot of fun.
I had a lot of fun.
Thank you for tuning in, and we will see you guys later. Episode 91.
Everybody stay safe with the weather.
Yep, definitely. Peace.